Hello everyone. I'm working on my second Do-Si-Do book, and so I wanted to give you a glimpse of it before it's actually put together. Now I do have the covers done, but I wanted to show you what it looks like before you put it together. These are the two signatures, and as you can see, I've sewn them together. Okay, and so the next step is I'll be gluing the spine on both of these. And I'm going to be using this on the spine to hold it together. So that'll be my next steps on those. And then I wanted to show you what the book sort of looks like before you put this stuff in. So as you can see, I've got fabric on the spine to make it stronger, and I have it on both sides because the spine gets a lot of movement, and if you just put paper on the spine, it's going to crack over time. It's going to split and crack, and so you need to put fabric, book cloth, whatever, here, and then you can put paper on the rest of it because it doesn't matter as much. So you can see here I put a ribbon, and you can see where I've turned it over and how I've turned the paper over. And on this middle part, you have to cover this, otherwise it's going to be, you can see the cardboard through it. And so you can sort of see what it looks like before I put it together. And once I get it together, I'll append that to this video so you can see. And so it'll be like one of these will go in here and one's going to go in here, and you'll see it's going to be a pretty thick book once I get it all put together. And I'll show you that as I get it done. But I wanted to show you something. This is DCWV, or maybe, I'm not sure the order you say those, but this is the company that makes this. It's paperback denim. It's a 12 by 12 premium stack, and it's essentially book cloth. It's denim, and they have paper on the back of it, and so you can glue it very easily. And that's how you make book cloth, is you take fabric and then you'll put paper on the back of it, and then you can use it in a book to cover a book. So this is basically book cloth, and it comes in a stack, and it comes in like different kinds of blue jean material. So I love this, and so I use this all the time, and I'm not sure if people know about it. And that's what I used here. And so it's actually blue jeans material, but it's backed with paper, so it makes it very easy to glue on. So I wanted to show you that. As you can see, I've decorated the book already, the covers. It's got two covers, so I've decorated both of them. I've put a ribbon on the side. So as I finish this up, I'll get on here and show you as I get it done. But that's all I have for right now, but you'll be seeing the rest of it as I go along. So I wanted to show you that I've got the end pages put on these, on the text blocks. I've got the end pages, and I've glued, I've got glue on it and a piece of maul. And what I'll be doing after this dries is I'll be gluing the maul to the end page, and that helps hold the end page on. The end page is just glued on, it's not sewed on, and so that's going to help hold it together. I just wanted to show you the in-between stage. So I've done this on both of these, and I'm waiting for them to dry. And after that, I'll glue this down, and then I'll add the piece of cloth, which is going to hold it to the book. So I just want to show you what I've got done so far on the text block. Okay, so I just want to show you that I've got the cloth glued to the text blocks. And it's loose, and you can see that I've got the maul glued down on both sides. And so I have this up like this because it's going to go into the book, and I'm going to glue that down onto the book. So I just wanted to show you this step. And I have the maul put down on that. And so that will be the next step, is putting it into the book, but it's still wet right now, so I'm waiting for it to dry. Okay, so I decided to make headbands and tailbands to put on the book to make it look a little bit more finished, and I'll show you. This was made out of twine and that blue jeans paper, fabric paper, and I've got 4 of them. And so what I'll be doing, so you can see the book, I'm going to be putting them on the top like that, and that will make it look a lot more finished. And I'll be putting it on the head and the tail on both of these. And then when I put it in the book, it's going to look more finished. So let me go ahead and get those glued on. Okay, I have the headbands and the tailbands glued on the book. And you can see it looks a little bit more finished. You can see where I've glued them. On both of these. And let me show you what it will look like. So when I put it in the book, you can see where it's going to look a lot more finished. Let me just put both of them in. So you can see that it's going to look, this one's a little bit crooked in there. You can see that it's going to look a little bit more finished when I get them in there. And that's my next step. So the next thing I'll be doing is to take this, and I'm going to be gluing, need to make sure that's straight. I'll be gluing it in like this. And then after I do that, I'll put the end pages down so it'll be finished. But this is what's going to be holding it together. And once I glue the end pages down, this will also be glued to this end page. And so it should be in there pretty securely. So I have to do it twice, once on that side and once on this side. So that's going to be the next step, putting this book together. So that's what I'll be doing next. Okay, so I have this glued in. You can see I use Fabri-Tac for that. And I've got it all over my fingers still. But as you can see, I haven't glued the end pages down yet. I've got it glued in. On both sides. It's still wet. And so I'm going to wait for that to dry so you can see that's what it's going to look like. And so once the last thing I need to do is to glue the end pages down. So that will be glued down. So I have to glue 4 of these down. But I want to wait for this to dry because I ran into a problem the last time when after this dried, then this part wouldn't open well. So I want to make sure that this dries really good. I may even leave it overnight. And then once that dries and it's in real good, then I'll glue the end pages down. And then I'll show you the finished book. So I wanted to show you the finished book. I let it dry and then I glued the end pages down. And you can see where the end pages are glued down. And I put a pocket on both the front and the back. So you can see that it's glued down. And this is how thick it is. And this page is glued to this page. And these are the end pages. And these are the text block. So there's a lot of pages to write on or draw on. I didn't put anything back here. I could put a pocket or something, but I didn't put it in the back, just in the front. And the same on this side. There's a lot of pages. Oh, and I wanted to show you the stitching. So you can see that the stitches are even this time around, whereas before I only poked 3 holes instead of 4. This time I did the 4 holes. And I also wanted to show you the difference that the tailband and the headband make. So you can see how finished it looks here and there. And let me show you the difference. This is the first book I made. And you can see how it doesn't look very finished here at all. You can see where it's been sewn and stuff. So the headbands and tailbands, I think, make a big difference in the final product. So I wanted to show you that. So the book's all finished now, and I'm much happier with this version than I was the first one. I love these little do-si-do books. But I now also wanted to show you what kind of glue I used to glue them together. This has been used a lot, so it's all messed up. But it's PVA neutral, and it's for book binding and paper projects. And so it's our archival quality. And so this is what I use to glue up the spines. And it's really good glue. I will also sometimes I'll use Fabri-Tac. And that's what I use to glue down that piece of cloth to the book. So those are the 2 kinds of glue, but this is the main glue that you want to use for book binding. And you can get it on Amazon. It's from Lineco. I don't know if I can focus on that. Lineco. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it and maybe learned a little bit about how to make a do-si-do book. And hopefully I can make a couple more and have some success at it. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.